Hello, it's September 9th, 2014. I'm just near Binnagai, northern New South Wales. Sort of near between Cherry High and Binnagai, at a property called Yolandra. Just looking at a crop of wheat. It's pretty dry up through here. There's quite a lot of wheat and barley and canola through the area that's doing it pretty tough. You can see this crop here is just starting to throw a head out. Yield potential is quite limited. You'd have to think 8 bags maybe, if that. I'll keep moving. I'll head in sort of closer towards Moree and have a look what it's like through there. Ran over this big fella. Didn't seem to faze him too much. Anyway, I'll keep going. I'm still east of Moree, just a little further west of where I was a while ago. This is that last crop we looked at. It was a paddock of Sunvar wheat. This crop is Gregory wheat. A little bit more advanced. It doesn't look like it's tried to over-tiller, so at this stage of the game you might get away with limited screenings. But yield-wise it's not going to be impressive by any means. Anyway, I'll keep going. I've just got to keep my eye open for snakes a bit. There's a crop of chickpeas across the fence here. We'll go and have a look at that. What's that, Skip? It's a bit dry. There's the chickpeas we're just looking at from the outside of the fence. Just walk in and have a bit of a squeeze. There's a headland here, so it's a little bit thicker than what you'd expect. It looks pretty good actually, getting into it. Still plenty of flowers on it. Still plenty of flies up here at Moree. The rows are closed in, it's not too bad. They're wet to touch. Got a few pods. Looks good. I'll keep moving west, see what we come across. Yeah, still east of Moree, just another paddock of wheat, a little bit closer to Moree, sort of, I don't know how far east we are, maybe about 5 or 10 k's east of the Cherry High Road sort of area. It's pretty much the same, just not as advanced as what we've seen so far. No, yeah, there's not much to it really. I'll keep heading in, and if I see anything interesting I'll take a few more pics. But yeah, a lot of the wheat actually looks a lot like this. There's canola still in flower. I'll see if there's any canola crops on this road on the way in, and we'll have a look at them. Thanks. Yeah, just a little bit further west of where we were a minute ago. Still heading in towards Terry High Road. Opposite the Bellapampa homestead here with another field of chickpeas. The chickpeas seem to be doing it pretty good compared to how some of the wheat looks. It'll be interesting to see the gross margin per acre comparing the two. There's no significant holes in this field, and still flowering, plenty of pods. Looks good. Hello, still east of Moree, just on the Terry High Road now at a place called Ledoux. About 10 k's down the Terry High Road, east of Moree. Crop looks okay. Everything I've seen today is sort of stunted and has a lot of moisture stress in it now, but if they were to get a bit of rain it'd certainly finish it, but without rain it might be a different story. It could be a bit ugly. Anyway, I'll keep heading in towards Moree. I think there's a good chance there's a steak waiting for me at the Royal. Righto, we're here just between Ballatta and Edgeroy, just not far off the highway, at a place called Glenwarry. It's a crop of hat-trick chickpeas. One thing that has shone through today is just the sheer volume of chickpeas that are out there this year. There's a lot of acres. I was nearly going to say 50-50, but it wouldn't be 50-50, but it'd be about 30-70 chickpeas, wheat. And they all look pretty much like this. They're doing it pretty good, really, given the season they've had. Not a lot of disease in them, and still flowering quite well, setting pods. There's a few favour beans just over here on the other side of the shed, so we'll go and have a look at that, and then after that we'll have a look at some wheat.
Yeah,
Say good day, Mark.
Hey, Stewie.
We're just in a paddock at a hat-trick here. It's looking pretty good. It's flowering at the top. It's the other side of the creek to where we were just looking at a second ago. Any agronomic features you want to talk about?
No, there's a bit of an area of frost back out there, but probably 25 hectares got frosted there a month ago. It wasn't evident until I sprayed it. But no, none really.
What do you reckon this would do if it had 2 inches of rain on it now?
Oh, it should do 2.5 to the hectare, I would have thought. I would hope.
Yep. Oh, good luck. We'll go and have a look at something else.
Yeah.
We're still at Glenwarry, just near Edgeroy. We're in a 100 hectare field of dozer favour beans here that have been frosted. You look at it and it doesn't look too bad, but you know, there's a few black bits here and a few black bits there, and a few plants have good pods on them, and then you walk into the field and the odd plant has nothing on it, and then when you do pull a pod out, it looks like this, and if you open the pot up it's just full of black pus. So yeah, looks can be deceiving. So I don't know what percentage, I suppose. That's the hard game, isn't it?
Well, if I get my seed back,
You'll be happy with your seed, though.
I won't be happy, but I'll be happy with that. Yeah.
And the ground's hard as a rock, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, we haven't had rain. It didn't get a different profile. Maybe half a metre.
Yeah.
And it was a bit iffy as to whether we were planted. They said the agros wanted me to run it through for a summer crop, but as it's turned out, I don't think it's something like we haven't had that much more rain, so I don't think there'll be that much more moisture under it anyway. Like, it's going to be a bit iffy now. Like, blokes now would be wanting to plant sorghum, and yeah, they're sort of thinking they haven't got enough moisture. They still want, they've only got half a profile.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a smash. This hockey stick, what's going on here, it's just belted the arse out of it.
That's an agronomic term, is it, Mark?
Yes, it is. That is definitely it. That means the -6. -2 at midnight it was.
Right.
A month ago today.
We're still here just near Edroy in a crop of Lancer wheat. There's a pretty severe frost here, as you saw in the faba beans there a minute ago, on the 9th of August, and this paddock history here wasn't favourable for the longevity, I suppose, of this wheat, and it's gotten nailed because it sort of ran out of moisture and started to throw a head up, and you can see the different variations in the frost damage here. Anything from stem frost to head frost to this fella here. It's not even going to make it out of the boot, and it's really smashed this field. So from a damage perspective, you'd have to be putting it somewhere between 30 and 40%, I suppose.
Oh yeah, or more.
Or more.
No. We planted it on time. Well, apparently on time, but I don't know. It was the 26th or 28th of April or something. And
is this the first time you've grown Lancer?
Yeah, yep. But I have sown wheat in April before. I'm not scared about that. That's around here. That right variety is acceptable, but I don't know. I don't think this is the variety.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
So what variety of canola is this one?
Yeah, you got all. I don't know. It's the is it the one that ends in 82? It's the one you can't buy anymore. They superseded it.
The Hyola, is it? Or?
No, it's a clear field. As far as I know, I don't know, Stewie. I think it was an 82, engine 82. Like, it has been superseded, and they had some old stock lying around, and my neighbour was growing it, and I thought, right, it's good enough for him, good enough for me. He's grown it for the last 5 years, but here's the same deal here. They've got nothing in them; they're just empty.
We were just saying about the frost and how it's taken out probably from about there down on the pods, and although they look like there's something in them, you open them up and there's just nothing in them, they're empty.
There's something there, you can feel a few seeds in that, and then there might be a couple in that, and then there's nothing. Like, these are just split them open, and they're just rubbish.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be 50%, 70%.
Oh, it's more than that.
Yeah.
The little bit of shit that we get off the top might pay for harvest. Same deal on that there. There's a little bit across the top that might make it, and you get to about, you get to there, and same thing. It's just
nothing.
So you got that little bit of lateral growth. If we had had a bit more rain a while ago, it might have continued to flower on for a while. Good one.
Here we got on the right is Gregory. I don't know whether you can see the line, it's pretty distinct here, but I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, but we're standing on the line here between the Sun Top on the left and the Gregory on the right, and from a yield comparison, I don't know.
It's like, I reckon it's probably 30-40% damage in here. When you look down on it like this, stand over it and look down, it's been hammered.
You can see the frost difference. That's what we're talking about here, is the difference in the level of frosting in the Sun Top versus in the, what was the sowing days?
There was only a couple of days between them. The Gregory went in I think on the 6th, and this stuff went in on the 8th of May.
And then you move and
just,
yeah.
The camera probably doesn't show it, but it's hammered it.
Yeah, it's chalk and cheese to the eye, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's just stopped them dead. Like, you know, you got these guys here that are just not going to come out. You know, they just pulled them up. So sun top, not for me.
Gone.
Gregory's good. Like it doesn't seem to have been affected that badly at all. Or if it has been, it's not going to worry it too much.
We're still here at Glenwarry. This is a paddock Lancer out of favour beans. It's got frost damage in it, but not as much as further down. What would you say, yield-wise, out of this paddock?
Geez, I would be hoping it might do 3.2, 3.5, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, you can see a bit of damage in it, but not nearly as much as the other end. I think it's just an elevation thing here. Yeah.
And what have you done here with the? You've left out you haven't planted where the wheel tracks go for the spray?
Yeah, just for the spray rig, just seems to run along a bit smoother.
Yep.
You're not running in the crop all the time, and you're getting a late flush of green heads where the late spray would knock it down, so you're getting those green heads in the sample all the time. So I just tried it this year. I mean, it's not something new. Other people have done it, and I just tried it this year.
Yeah, it works well.
Yeah. A little bit of small grain spray.
Yeah, I think Vanilla would be rubbing their hands together. What do they call this thing, a Honda what?
MUV 700.